Alright, so our site is done for now, and we need to validate our HTML and CSS. Now, validation just means that you have followed specifications for making, putting your HTML in the proper format, and just making sure everything is standardized so that browsers know what to do when they read your HTML. And if you validate your HTML and your CSS, you will find that if you have any problems, that can usually point out what's wrong with your page. But even though everything seems to be working, we still need to validate our page because it's just good practice. And so let's do that. To do that, we need to go to the W3C validation page. And so we just search for W3C validator, and it'll be the first link. So we have several options here. You can put in a link, which we don't have yet because our page isn't hosted anywhere. We could upload the file, or we could just copy and paste text in here. And that's just what we're going to do to validate our HTML. Okay? So let's just copy and paste what we have. Let me just hide my preview, because all we're worried about is the text, or the code. So we're going to copy this, and over here we're just going to paste it in. And down here below where you can see there's a little check button. You'll just want to hit that. Alright, and looks like we have some errors. Okay. Unable to determine parse mode, no doc type, no character encoding, and no alt tags. So we've got several problems on this page that we need to fix before it'll validate. Okay? One of the easiest things to fix is alt tags on images. Now what alt tags do is, if someone is using, someone who can't see very well is using a screen reader to describe what is on the page, that allows the screen reader to read a kind of description of that image. So we're just gonna put that on there. And the reason why you need to put an alt tag is, and why it's throwing an error, is because the W3C, which is the World Wide Web Consortium, is the people who decide what is, a version of, like, they determine what, HTML 4.0 is and what XHTML 1.0 strict is. They decide what you're supposed to do. And they said all images need alt tags. So we're going to do that. Alt equals, and we'll just describe what this picture is. This is a picture of those potato wedges, so we're just going to put in picture, well, you know what, we're just going to put potato wedges. Okay? And we'll need to do the same thing for this. Alright? Now, let's look at our preview, because I want to show you something. Notice that this picture is a picture of some fries, but there's also text on this image, and a screen reader can't read this text. So if you have an image that has, some text on here, you might as well just make your description what that text is. So that's what we're going to do. Alt equals fries are awesome. Alright. So, let's see if we can get rid of some of these errors. We're going to paste this back into Validator. And we're going to click on this revalidate button right here. Okay? Alright, now we only have 1 error and 6 warnings. Earlier we had 3 errors and 6 warnings. So let's see what these errors are. No document type declaration. Okay? Now, I'm not exactly sure how to describe what this is, but it basically, you're basically declaring what version of HTML you're coding in. Earlier versions of HTML, you would have an ending tag for images, but we're using XHTML 1.0 strict, and that says image is a self-closing tag which ends with a slash and then a closing angle bracket. So what we want to do is declare our doc type. And I'm not expecting you to remember this, but you probably want to write this down because you'll be wanting to use this for several of your, or all of your pages that you want to validate. So I'm just going to type this out. Doc type, HTML, public, w3c /ddt xhtml 1.0 strict en, and then http://www.w3.org/tr/xhtml1/ddt/xhtml1 strict.ddddd. Okay. There's our doc type that we just declared. Okay?